We're live, and we are. Well, of course, I'm joined as always by my good friend
Hello,
Christoph. Our Degustation.
Witam.
And yes, we are taking a look at probably two beers tonight from the Beer 52 Polish unboxing for this month. So potentially we've got 4 live reviews with 2 beers to take a look at. Christoph, if you want to introduce the first beer tonight.
Well, it's Browar Pinta, Hoplaaga, and it's a nice story on the back. Like you see, it is a American truck with lots of hops going to Bamberg. Is a way to go, and what they say: Pinta Hoplaaga, 15.5 degrees plateau. Have you ever ordered a lager in a brewery in Bamberg? You say, Lager bitte. The bartender nods and loudly confirms, Ein Lager. Beer is great, but if this well brewed lager could be hopped with aromatic American hops, German malts, long lagering time, and 6 doses of hops, including triple dry hopping, Hoplaaga, let's go. So it is a India Pale Lager, 6.6% ABV. Ingredients: water, barley malt, hops, yeast, but hops. Where's the hops? Right. Ingredients: water, malted barley, the pilsner type, carapils, hops, Tomahawk, Warrior, Citra, Simcoe, Mosaic, East, Saflager, W3470. It is a well-known strain of German East. So yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah.
Cup, I mean, just a plain silver with the brewery logo, Pinta. Yeah. You have little sign here, piwo rzemieślnicze, so it just means it's a craft beer.
Craft beer, yeah. And I suppose the Browar Pinta, they're really like top of the tree in the Polish game for craft beers.
Yeah, they're like one of the first, proper craft breweries in Poland.
Yeah.
Just a shame that it's so small bottle.
Yeah, it would be nice in a bomber, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Right. So let's open it. Nice.
I'm liking the smell.
This is very hoppy. Lots of pine and fruits. This is nice mixture because it's like pine.
Yeah, I did
exotic fruits,
citrusy
accents as well. Right. So we have unfiltered, quite hazy looking beer. It's like pale but going to gold.
Yeah, it's
nice slow carbonation. Just produces very nice small bubbles on top.
Yeah. Nice soapy head on it, isn't it? It looks kind of like creamy almost.
Smells like nice IPA.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the more of the IPA edge to it on the nose. Yeah, big sort of pininess to it. Definitely agree with you there. That seems to be
and some
the most for me. Citrusy
like malty sweetness as well. Yeah. From the smell, I would say it's like a session IPA or something.
Right, I think we should jump in on it, mate.
Okay, cheers. Na zdrowie.
Wow.
Well, you can straightforward is very hoppy. It's lots of different hoppy accents throughout. Bitterness is straight away as well, but you have this crispiness as well. The lager clear and crispy body, but everything is wrapped up with loads and loads of hops.
I get a beautiful richness to the beer. Plenty of hop forward characteristics to it on the intake, and then that back end, you get that very zingy, quick sort of lemon bite to it.
Yeah,
it's like freshly squeezed lemon almost. It's really quite pungent on the back end.
Yeah,
mixing with a little bit of bitterness.
Yeah, it's a little bit grassy, a little bit herbal. It's lots of different, different hops really. Like I read here, it's Americans and quite nice and powerful. Yeah.
I'm quite happy with that one. I mean, it's not the first time I've had anything from Pinta before, because I know your good self sent me a Pinta lager before, which I really enjoyed at the time.
Yeah, so this one is much heavier.
Yeah, there's a lot more. It's a lot more full bodied. It's a lot more richer. Yeah. I mean, that was a straightforward sort of lager, wasn't it? This is, an IPL, but it's a fantastic beer. It's not sort of going overboard, is it? It's got a stashing quality to it, even though it's 5.6?
No, 6.6.
6.6. It's. I mean, it's drink session sort of.
Yeah, that's what the lager will do with you. It's so drinkable, it's so crispy, and in this weather you would just drink more and more.
Yeah, I could quite happily have a few of these and not get sort of bored with it. It has got that session feel to it, as well as plenty of flavour in there. You're not going to get bored of it, are you?
Yeah. It's not sweet too much. Just a little bit, just to show nice richness of malts. Bitterness is quite high. I think it's about 70 IBU.
Yeah, it has got
lots of different edges in this bitterness, because you have like grapefruity albedo there. It's quite bitter, and then you have herbal accent, grassy accents. This is quite nice. Quite nice.
I think it's a decent beer. I mean, I want to see more Pinta stuff here in the UK. Really, I think we're. I mean, I don't know about yourself if you've had more beers from the brewery, but I just want to see more of their beers over here, because I think we're missing out on so much. Judging from this,
yeah, like most of the beers are very high quality. Usually, maybe they are not highly experimentative, but they deliver very, very good beers. But yeah, this is something, I would say, something between IPA and lager, because you have this nice lagery base, but it's heavily hopped. 70 IBU. It's much more than everything what you would expect from lager.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Even good pilsners have like 45 IBU.
Yeah, I think they've got it bang on myself. Like you say, it's got that hoppy attitude. It's got that really, for me, a beautiful, quick, zingy sort of lemon thing, and it's quite short lived. It sort of pops on the lips as you take it in, and then it sort of dissolves away into this sort of like pleasant bitterness in it, but at the same time, you've got that beautiful, crisp, quaffable lager feel to it. So it's a pretty, it's a spot on sort of beer. They've done it to a T for me. I'm quite happy with it.
So what do you think? Is it a mood lifter? I think so.
I'm G'd up, mate. I'm G'd up, and I think we are definitely going to be doing another beer as well. Yeah. Me and Christoph were chatting on Facebook Messenger. We talked about doing this, and I've had a pretty rough day at work, and I was a bit I wanted a beer, but I didn't want to sort of go through doing all this.
Yeah.
And he talked me around, bless him. He talked me around, and he said, "No," he said, "have the lager, and you'll feel much better." And I do. I feel absolutely. Yeah, let's go. Let's do another beer. You win, my friend. You win.
Yeah, definitely, it's worth to try. So if you only can, order it when it's available, because it's a pretty good beer.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. And like I said, I want to try more Pinta stuff, because I think as a beer geek, to try some beers like some stouts from them guys. I bet their stouts are sort of very impressive. Their IPAs and I mean, there's a couple more beers in the box, isn't there, from this brewery?
Yeah, only one more.
One more, okay.
Yeah, one more. I can't remember now, but
is that the double dry hopped?
Yeah, no, double dry. Yeah. It's the salamander. So no, I can't remember now.
Yeah, I think it is an IPA though, isn't it?
Yes. And then you have double hopped. I think it's a Browers to Mostów or something.
Yeah. But say, I mean, I'm pretty impressed by the box, and it definitely. All right, this is the first beer from the box, and it's straight away. It's sort of like we've got off to a good start with this month's Beer 52 box. Did you get the South African box in the end?
No, not at all.
No. Well, you didn't really miss out on a lot, really.
Okay.
I mean, I got that box rolling with the lager that came within that. I can't quite remember what the brewery was now, but it was all right. Nothing like this. I mean, this is in a completely different league. This is glorious. What would you give it rating wise?
Well, I would do something like 8.
Yeah,
no, I'm sure that it is something on the bottom. Oh yes, was little bit of yeast on the bottom as well. Because it's even more hazy now.
It's got quite a lingering pininess to it as well. That seems to be hanging about in my palate.
Yes,
fresh pine needles, citrus,
but also you have nice soft exotic fruits. You have a little bit of mango, a little bit of peach there somewhere. So it's quite wild range of hoppy aromas there.
But yeah, definitely. I think we can both agree on this beer. It's fantastic. It's worth checking out.
Oh yes, definitely.
Any of the other beer tubers that have gone for this this Polish box for this month, I think they'll be quite happy with that. To be honest, I think that's a decent beer. Yeah. Pinta, original Polish craft beer revolutionaries. Nailed that. I might as well finish it.
Yeah, take your medicine.
We don't need Red Bull. You just need a beer. Okay. Moving on. The next beer, which I'll have to put in the title.
Right. So we have original beer 52 beer. They say it's brewed with love in Belgium, but they didn't say who brewed them this beer for them.
I'd have to say to proof, wouldn't you? You'd have to go down that road, and it's very, very to all, isn't it? With the labelling.
Yeah.
Millions of peaches, milkshake, IPA, 6.6%.
It has quite popular name actually, because it's quite few beers they named this way. And of course, you have lots of memes, with Donald Trump, singing peaches. But let's see how it will be. Just plain white cup. The labels are not very nicely glued in. Just everything sticking out.
Yeah, I've got a couple of bits just coming away. I mean, you can tell it's going to be a Merc bomb just from looking through the bottle. It's got that sort of radioactive look to it, hasn't it?
Well, let's see if it will be very milky. I'll be itchy peachy keen to sup on this summery fruity delight. The finest US hops in fusion with soft, luxurious peach for a fulsome mouthfeel and wickedly moreish finish. Dry hopped with Amarillo, Citra, Simcoe, and Mosaic, and also 6.6% ABV. Right, so we have barley malt, oat flakes, wheat flakes, lactose, and peach. Okay.
Bottled on the 28th of May. That's before 28th of the 5th, 20. That's quite a long...
2 years. 2 years, huh? Yes, it's quite long date. Okay, so let's open it.
Okay.
Right. So, actually quite pale straw color with a little bit of peachy color there as well.
It's sort of it's leaning towards sort of New England, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, from the pour, it doesn't look as thick as some of the New England IPA style, but it's definitely got the color to it.
Yeah. The head is quite not appetizing, big bubbles and disappearing very quickly.
It's very going down, miners.
Yeah. Right. So let's see. Some pininess, some citrusy accents.
I do pick a little bit of peach up.
Yeah, somewhere there in the background, but yes.
Not full on, is it?
No, not so much. Just a little bit.
Would you detect maybe that it could have a little bit of a sour edge to it?
Maybe it's just the fruitiness. But yes, you can interpret this this way.
Maybe it smells pretty good.
Yeah, but it's quite mild aroma,
Yeah, yeah. The aromas aren't jumping out as much as the last one that we did.
Definitely, but it's nice, sweetish aroma, some fruitiness, but pine actually it's I think most important here. Okay, let's have a try.
Cheers.
Cheers. quite soft.
You definitely get that lactose mouthfeel in it.
Yeah.
I was. Yeah, that comes through nice. It keeps everything together, doesn't it?
And you know what? You can feel the oat here as well. You have slight jelly mouth feeling in there from oats. It's okay. It just like expands in your mouth and makes it thicker a little bit, because it's not very rich in case of maltiness. Of course, you have nice mouthfeel, but it's not very rich. You have some sweetness, but like lactose sweetness and some fruity accents. But for a mouthfeel and the texture, I think there's more oat flakes and a little bit of grainy mouthfeel there than actual maltiness.
Yeah, I do like the mouthfeel on it. It has you've got that sort of like milky, oaty. It's not super thick mouthfeel, but it sort of feels dense. It almost reminds me a bit of peaches and cream. You've got the lactose sort of body to the beer, and then you've got that little bit of peach in there. It doesn't completely jump out at you, but it's more like maybe like the fleshy side of a peach or something like that, with a little bit of bitterness in there.
Yeah, so you know what, whole beer is like quite soft, easygoing, quite drinkable, with nice small bitterness, which is a little bit piney, a little bit grapefruity. It's quite gentle beer. Gentle. I think that's
very, very soft, very maybe it's going down that sort of delicate route, isn't it? It's not really intense. I think they've done a good job of hiding the 6.6, not getting any inkling of any booze or anything at all from it. It's very subdued, that angle, and the flavours are as well, really. But I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it's got that, I suppose, again, a session. You could session it if you wanted to.
Yeah. Taste-wise, yes, it's a session beer. Of course, the alcohol content is a little bit too high for this, but yes, it's easy going, soft, beer that can please you,
I like it
without too much excitement.
Yeah, I like it.
You know what? This beer would be very nice on a beach, nicely chilled. You just need to relax, nothing else, and you have nice peachy, exotic aromas there. It's not too bitter. It's not the carbonation even is quite low here.
Very low, yeah.
So you just drink it like a juice.
Yeah, it has got that juice thing to it. Yeah, I will say that, because that carbonation is it's void, isn't it? It's like you've got a peach smoothie along them sort of lines. Quite a thick mouthfeel to it. There's maybe a little bit of mango in there as well, perhaps.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's lots of different exotic fruits there. Because I would say it's a little bit of papaya, a little bit of mango, some soft white melon there. Yeah, because you can have this aftertaste, like a watermelon as well. Yeah, nice, easygoing beer. Really
It is.
easygoing.
Yeah, definitely. I much preferred the Pinta beer. I think that did a little bit
Yeah,
more for
it
me.
delivers much more excitement.
Yeah, there's a little bit more going on with that, I think. Even though this is still a good beer, by the way, guys. I'm not taking anything
It's
away
just
from
a
it.
different category.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say there's any negatives to it really. It's pretty easy going, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just like everyday beer for Caribbean. If you
Yeah,
are on the beach, it's a nice sunny weather. It's nicely chilled. Yes, this is beer to just relax and lie and do nothing.
yeah. With the other beer, with the Pinta beer that we did, that gets you thinking a little bit more.
Yes, it's more energetic.
Yeah, there's a lot more going on with that beer, and the brain starts working a bit more with this. With this, I think you sort of, yeah, like you said, you can switch off, just sit back, relax, and just drink it, and not worry about it, because there's not really a great deal going on with it other than the milky mouthfeel, which is good. I like that, and yeah, it reminds me of peaches and cream, but probably more cream than peaches, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have done with just picking that.
Yeah, actually, the millions of pitches, it's not adequate here. The pitches
Hundreds of
are
people.
very hidden there. You can find them, but not huge quantities. But
Yeah,
it's still nice
just,
beer.
yeah. I'm very pleased with the what I'm getting on the palate. Just maybe could have done with that little bit more, just to identify the peach a little bit more, because yeah, it is in there, but it's sort of like you say, a little bit of melon. I'm getting a little bit of mango. I'd have to say grapefruit because of that tiny little bit of bitterness on the finish.
Yes, it's there. Everything is there. Just to name a beer, millions of peaches, I would expect much more peach.
Yeah, a bit like I don't know if you've ever had it from Rogue, the double chocolate stout in a big red bomber. That's a good stout, but double chocolate. There was chocolate in it, but nowhere near the amount of chocolate that they could have put in it to make it what it said on the label, sort of thing. It's one of them. The play on words, and a little bit more peach would have just sort of maybe tipped this over the edge a bit more and made it a little bit.
You know what? That's a problem, because with adding some fruits into the beer, it's difficult, because when you will add the fruits to fermentation, the yeast will eat everything, right? So you would get much less aroma than you would expect. If the fruits are sweet, it will be very dry beer, right? Because yeast will eat all the sugar, so it will be dry. It will be quite high in alcohol, and actually you need aroma. So it's a good way to add like a little bit more, how to say it, fruits later, or just juices or whatever, because you would lose everything in fermentation.
Yeah.
Or you can think differently, add much more hops that they produced this aroma.
So I'm guessing Beer 50, the actual Beer 52 company have made this beer then, because there's no inkling of.
I think they just ordered this beer in some brewery for them,
Contract
for
brew.
Lidl, so just they didn't say who brewed them this beer for them.
I don't know if it's in the Ferment magazine. I haven't actually started reading that yet. Anyway, so there might be
I wasn't interested in magazine. I was interested in beers.
Yeah. Well, don't want that. Did you eat the crisps?
The kids ate all those crisps, and they said they are not very good.
Yeah. I would have liked some Polish crisps in there, to be honest. I think that would have just made it,
this is problem. This is problem with Polish crisp, because it is a variety of Walkers. It's the same company actually.
Okay.
If you have Lays,
yeah,
it's Walkers. Them, but you have different flavors.
Yeah.
So
that would have been nice just to.
You can have Chiefs and Cream. This is nice.
Okay.
Or Green Onion.
Green Onion.
Yeah. So more or less like Chiefs, but it's Green Onion.
Yeah.
Quite nice. Taste. I can bring you some.
Well, no, I mean, I've seen a variety of crisps in some of the Polish supermarkets around my way, and I've always thought I'll go in there. I'll have a look at the beer aisle first and foremost, and then I'll if there's any new beers on there, I'll lift them off the shelf.
Don't worry, they are more or less like Walkers.
Yeah.
But a little bit different taste. So for example, in Poland, soury ones are not very, pleasant, and how it's called, vinegar, salt and vinegar. You will not see this in Poland at all. Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist at all.
No.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's unheard to have chips with vinegar and salt. No, it sounds awful.
So the McDonald's over there. Do they go to town on the salt when you get your portion of fries?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're salty. Yes.
But not with crisps. Just with chip.
No. You can have ready salted. Yes, there's no problem. But vinegar, no way.
Yeah, I must admit it's not. I like cheese and onion, smoky bacon, and roast chicken. The other flavors, I've never really been a fan of salt and vinegar. I'd eat them if I had to, but it's a bit sort of. It just makes you thirsty, doesn't it? It's like the old thingy in a pub, innit? Dry, salted peanuts.
Yeah.
Drink. There's not really any sort of satisfaction.
It's not about peanuts. It's about salt. More salt and more drink.
More drink, yeah. So I think this deserves I'd go on about a 7 out of 10 for this one.
Yeah, about 7. Yes, it's decent enough, but without the level of excitement that we enjoyed with the Polish one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the problem for this beer, that we had much more excitement before.
Yeah.
And this is just too soft.
Well, we went in thinking, we'll just get the ball rolling with a lager, keep it nice and easy and simple.
Yeah.
It was far from that. It was beautiful, complex sort of IPL. So yeah, basically the Brouwer Pinta IPL and the milkshake IPA.
Well, we prefer lager.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. But I'm not saying it's a bad beer. You know what? I think the ladies would prefer this one because it's much softer and fruity.
The hoppy is aggressive, is it?
Yeah.
It's a bit more subdued on that side of it. It's a lot more. It's a lot more drinkable because of that.
Well,
because of that soft mouth.
Yeah.
But it's not the best beer now. But still two good beers.
Yeah, definitely.
Session beers, that is, because they've gone. It's, session. Oh, degustation session.
Well, yeah. We had very nice degustation, and we urge you to try those beers as well. Maybe not in the same combination, maybe separately. Maybe you would have a different opinion. So if you had different opinion, we are very glad to hear it. So place the comment below this video, and we will read and answer.
Yes, I will just go through the comments now. Our good friend Valentin George, he's commented, "Hello guys, hope you have good beer tonight."
Yeah,
I think we have. Yeah. He also says craft Romanian beers are all in small bottles also.
You know what? With the craft beer, actually they like small quantities because, like for Polish or Romanian market, craft beers are very, very expensive. So they brewing small quantities, small batches, so to just deliver this beer to as many people as possible, they're using small bottles, small cans. Usually they start from bottles because it's much easier for them. They can bottle them by hand, and it's much easier for them. But yes, this is the main reason to have small bottles, because they want to give the precious beer to as many people as possible with a small batch. And of course, it just gives this price a little bit lower.
I've got a question for you, Christoph. What's the canning scene like in Poland for craft beer? And you, well, if you're still watching,
cans.
mate,
It just starts. It just starts because the main problem, of course, is financing. To have a nice canning line, it's hugely expensive. So small brewers just starting from bottles. It's much easier for them. The lines are much cheaper. If they are small, really small breweries, they just doing by hand.
Okay.
To keep the cost low, because to get loan in Poland or in Eastern Europe, it's quite hard. Not like in England. So development, it's quite limited. So that's why it's much more bottles than cans. But it's starting now. Starting.
Good. Just go back to the comments again. Nice to hear that are good beers in Poland. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Definitely, it's definitely. It just needs a little bit more exposure, really.
Yeah, it is. Like I always say, it is a very strange law in Poland. You can't buy any beer online, right? So you have to go physically to the brewery to buy something, or if it's distributed in pubs or craft specialized shops, yes. But you can find nice craft beers in Lidl's, for example. So yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult, and mostly it's like a case of delivering this beer to people. This is difficult because they can't sell anything online. You can put the order, but you have to go to brewery to pick it up. It just strange. It just limits.
It does, because they could have a far better reach if people were allowed to go onto a Polish website, and like Pinta, click on their website, look on their online shop, and pick a few beers. All right, the P&P, you're probably looking at 15 to 18 euros P&P. Is well, I suppose that's the going rate. I mean, I know I've ordered beers before from Belgium and from Holland, and it's about 15 euros for a box delivery. I only do it occasionally on beers that I'm just intrigued by and I can't get hold of, and I probably would. I personally would place an order with a Polish website to get some Polish craft beer delivered to my door, and I would pay that premium to get it, just out of curiosity more than anything, because I think they're doing some marvelous stuff. We just don't get enough of it here, really, and it is a damn shame, and it's a shame for the brewers as well, because I think they would shift a lot of their beers over here.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Even small breweries are doing very good job, but they are very limited by law what they can do.
Damn law.
So if you see any Polish beers online, just buy it.
Yeah,
because it's very rare occasion.
And you would be in for a treat, and fair credit to Beer 52 for getting this thing organised with the various Polish breweries to get the box for this month. I think we've got some wonderful experiences to come with our next degustations that we do from this box, because it is a really, really exciting box of beer.
Yeah, we will have very nice beers.
And that Salamander wheat porter, that sounds pretty interesting as well.
Oh yes. Wait a second. I will just Poland. Where are you?
I'll just go through the comments again while you're looking at that.
Yeah.
Valentin, craft beer is more expensive, around 4 to 5 euros per bottle. A bottle of Heineken can be 0.5 euros. Here you can buy any beer, craft or macro, online, no problem. It's easier here to buy craft beer online because there is not available in supermarkets. Okay.
Well, it is available in supermarkets. Right, so we have our Hoplaaga, then Misty Any IPA from Czech Kumpli Brewery, then Pinta Vermont IPA.
Vermont IPA, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah, Browar 100 mostów DDH DIPA. This is with Salamander.
Two for them, isn't there? Yeah.
Then you have Czech Kumpli, so 3 fellows. Pan I Pani, so he and she, but it sounds very nice because you have IPA inside. Pan I Pani.
Play on words there.
Yeah.
I drunk them too.
Browar 100 mostów wheat porter.
Yes.
This is with Salamander as well. And then you have Czech Kumpli Black Seal Special Edition.
Oh yeah. Black, is that the black IPA, isn't it?
Wait a second.
can't remember. I was going to do a beer unboxing, but the bloody something went wrong with the stream, so I just couldn't be bothered in the end.
Well, yeah, I saw. I've tried to watch your,
Yeah, I don't know what happened with it.
It wasn't working.
I did it on my phone. I got it all set up. I did it on my phone. Hit go, and as far as I was aware, it was recording. And then when I come to end the stream, it wouldn't end.
Ah.
But I couldn't get no playback from it, so I just ended up deleting it. I just thought, nah, we'll talk about the beers when we're doing this, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, we'll call it a day, I think, here.
Yep.
Yeah, two really good beers, to be honest. Brower Pinta.
Yeah.
And the Beer 52 representation of a milkshake IPA. Yeah, both worth checking out.
IPL, India Pale Lager.
Yeah. So we'll be back in about a fortnight's time to take a look at two more beers.
Or maybe a week. Who knows?
Maybe. If he's not roped into doing any more overtime.
Yeah.
We might be able to do something a bit sooner. But yeah, we'll take a look at two more beers from the Beer 52 Polish box. Don't know what we'll be taking a look at yet, but I'm sure we'll come to a conclusion, and they will both.
We will keep you. We will keep you. Waiting for it. So just be prepared and watch our channels. So it will be mystery for you.
Yeah. And once again, thank you very much, Valentin, George, for all your comments, mate. And just to end it now, Terry's quick beer reviews. He's just come in and said hello, guys. Hello, Terry.
Hello.
Looking forward to your video on Sunday, mate. And that's it. Yeah. Until next time, guys. Take it easy. Cheers.
Cheers.
See you later.